A car club in Berks County is hoping to make a lasting impact.
Yeah, the drivers are doing so by getting out of their cars. Karen Millette is here with the details. They're making some good stops, right?
They're making the rounds. Yeah, they've really gotten around to lots of different places in the area. Berks County Subaru enthusiasts were founded on Facebook in 2009. They obviously love their Subarus, but they also say they love giving back. And they had an idea that's been helping local businesses get back on their feet after COVID shutdowns. There they are, long line of cars there. They're pulling into Birdie's Inn on Old Friedenberg's Road in Berks County on Sunday. Once a month, you'll find this group at a small local business around town. They've been doing these monthly meetups since COVID restrictions were lifted at restaurants about a year and a half ago. The idea is to bring in business to make sure places like this stay around.
It's just amazing how cars can bring people together, and now we're here supporting local businesses and paying forward and just helping each other out.
Pretty much, we come together for the cars, we stay for the people. It's a big family group. We kind of just wanted to come out, especially after COVID, and support all the small businesses, especially the ones that may or may not be hurting after COVID.
They also hope they're creating a new look for the car community, shining a light on the good work that they are doing.
Hey guys, it's Devin from Project Devo here. This week we're talking about car clubs. We're talking about how to set up car clubs. We're talking about how to operate, how to organize. We're talking about how to organize for meets, cruises, all different types of events. We'll talk about how to operate in communities, work with communities to benefit those communities and to help keep local law enforcement off your car clubs from you guys just having fun and doing like meets and other activities that aren't really causing any traffic issues. We're also going to get into how to structure clubs online, whether it be through Facebook, Instagram, whatnot, and then how to organize those better, set up different gatekeeping or background checks, stuff along those lines, where that way you can know who's coming in so you don't have to worry about managing it as much as you would need to. With that being said, let's roll into today's subject. I'm going to start off with a little background on the club that I help operate here in Pennsylvania. We are in Berks County, Pennsylvania. It's Berks County Subaru enthusiasts. If you want to join the club, I will put a link in the description. If you do go to join, make sure you answer all the questions on the questionnaire that you get. It's like literally there's like 3. It's very simple. If one of the admins, which is either going to be me or a friend of mine, Mike, DM you, just answer us back. Nothing crazy. We're just going to try and feel you out, make sure you're an awesome person. Nothing crazy there. We had some run-ins in the past with people that weren't completely honest about who they were and whatnot. And unfortunately, we had to kick those people out. But that was just to make the community that we are operating in better. And no hard feelings with those people. We sat down, had a chat conversation. I sat down personally, had a conversation with a couple of them. And it was just, that's pretty much it. That car club was founded in 2009 by a local guy. When I first joined, I was 19. I was probably I think I was one of the original 20 or so. I know I was one of the, it was under 30 when I got joined up. And we used to do regular just meets on like Thursday nights in this little Target parking lot in a town I grew up in. And that was a while ago. We were doing we there for a while. We did a couple trips. We went down to Ocean City. They used to have a all-wheel drive meet. We would go down for that. We go down for H2O. We would go and do cruises and stuff like that. Just around local areas. And it was fun there for a while. And then it kind of just got into the part where it gets really, really hard to manage, where it goes dormant. And what I mean by that is yes, you have people plugging each other and trying to help each other out and everything and whatnot, but it doesn't always stay popular or stay active. So the page kind of slowed down to a halt at one point where there wasn't a lot of activity going on. Like, you had a couple buying, selling stuff going on. You had people, talking to each other about builds or whatnot. But it wasn't like you might have had 1 to 2 posts, if that, a week, and not much activity. At that point, the club was a little over 100 members. and it wasn't really around. We had a couple members trying to do small meets here and there. Nothing really came out of it. They had maybe like 1 or 2 cars at it or whatnot. And it was out. A lot of those meets stuff were outside the Berks area, which is kind of defeating the purpose at the moment. And there for a while, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really active on the page either. At one point, I didn't have a Subaru for like 3 to 4 years. I know that's kind of hard to believe because I'm on 7 and 8 right now, but there is a time where I didn't really have a car, or I wasn't even tuning a car at that point. I was just driving a normal daily and just going to work every day. I just didn't have the extra capital to play around at all or anything like that. So, in 2019-ish, I got rid of the daily that I had, which I inherited from my father, and then bought my 19 Crosstrek, started playing with it again, and I was like, hey, I'm really getting the itch to go back out and hang out with like light-minded Subaru people or tuners. But at that point, the car community in my area has been going through a lot of flux in the past like 10 to 15 to 20 years, where we had a decent amount of area where we had groups of people hanging out, but they were own little niche groups, and there wasn't really like a big meet spot. And the spot that was getting popular at the time kept getting knocked down because you had riffraff coming in and just doing stupid shit. Like, a lot of the old heads wanted to just hang out and shoot the shit about cars, shoot the shit about build, and maybe we'll go off and race each other somewhere else. Where you had these kids doing burnouts in the middle of freaking parking lots and two-stepping and just causing all types of freaking attention from the local authorities. And that just shit doesn't fly around here. They cracked down on that shit so quick. So it killed the scene in the area for a while. So after I got my car, I put feelers out there. It's like, hey, anybody want to come hang out? Like, they're doing this like charity drive during COVID, where it was like a cruise meet. It was like a meet cruise where you drove. It was like an hour away at a Subaru dealership way outside the area. So me and another driver met up, which is my buddy Brad, and drove down an hour away down towards Philadelphia, or close to an hour away down towards Philadelphia, where they had this cruise through during COVID, and they collected money for local Subaru charities. And then they give you like little knick-knack bags, and like did some interviews with some drivers to shoot for their commercial. So that after that happened, I was sitting down with him and I said, hey, I kind of like, that was kind of fun. Like, we should try to I kind of want to start in the pot on this and see if I can't make it bigger. So I tried hosting some meets. The whole meet thing really kind of, because of the issues going on in the local community, didn't really take off that great. So I decided, COVID restrictions started like slowing down and people needed to get out. So I was like, hey, well, why don't we do something that's good for the local community and then use our cars to do that? So what I decided to do, which is how I've been organizing the club since, I decided that I wanted to, with talking to some of my friends, we decided that we wanted to go out and do something for a cause. So basically what we ended up doing was organizing meets that then turned into cruises that went to a local eatery, a small business eatery, so like a little mom and pop pub or whatever, and we'd cruise to that pub, go in, eat for a while. We call it community outreaches. And eat for a while. And I've been doing one of those a month. We've been doing one of those a month right now. And we average 30 to 40 cars almost every single month. Now, we do have those off months in like December or whatnot, where people just don't want to come out because it's too cold or the weather doesn't permit. But give your club a purpose. And then what was cool was actually, I'll post part of the video on here. I'll post the video on here. There was a news article that they made about us right after COVID, because of us doing these outreaches. So the local news put us on, and that's the kind of clout that you want. It's the positive stuff. It's the stuff that like keeps the like, when the local cops see your BCSE sticker or your club sticker, they may, slow down when you come through here. I'm not going to ticket you today. Thanks for, taking care of the local businesses and stuff like that. Like, you doing a donut in the middle of a parking lot for 30 seconds on a video isn't going to save you or your club any top tier clout, because what's going to happen is you're going to cause a problem. They're going to the local authorities are going to shut down that meat spot, and then everyone's going to lose out. Where you're doing something for a cause, like collecting money, holding a meet to collect money, stuff like that, and giving it to a local charity and not pocketing it and putting it back into your own car, that will put you in the limelight. That will help out with your community. That will get open doors for you in the community that you never thought you had before. That will get you discounts at local fucking garages, and maybe garages that will help you, cover your eyes when you have something illegal in your car and you can't pass your state inspection because you don't have you don't have a muffler on it or something stupid, or you don't have cats. Like, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Needless to say, that club later, there was a push. I talked to two of the founders. There was a push then for the one founder to come back out of, we'll say recluse, or just kind of sitting on the back burner and start operating again. And then at one point, there was a push from a lot of the community, which I am so grateful for to these people, because I really didn't want to operate it. I was kind of just stirring the pot because it was, honestly, I was bored and I wanted like-minded people to hang out with. And they basically chose me to operate the club and help operate the club. So I took over at that point, organizing all the meets, organizing the stuff. We have a booth at Boxer Fest in York every year for recruiting purposes. We have business cards that we hand out that we put on other Subaru drivers' windows if we see another tuned Subaru or another modified Subaru out and about. These are things that you guys can do with like the business cards and setting up these meets and setting up these cruises that can help you push your club out to other people to grow your club. I mean, our club within the last 5 years, went from 1,200 people. We're almost at 2,200 people. We have people from outs, and we have absorbed 2 other clubs, Lehigh Valley Subaru Club and Lancaster Subaru Club. We've almost absorbed all of them. Like, I don't even think, I haven't been on their pages for a while. I don't even think their pages are operating at this moment. But, and I don't mean to over-envelop those other clubs. Our club there is no dues, okay? So I don't charge anybody. We don't charge anybody to join. There's no monthly dues. We have benefits we have a sponsorship going on, or an assistance program going on with a local car dealership, Subaru dealership, where we get 10% off labor, 10% off parts, for coming over to the dealership and helping out. And we partner with them a couple times a year doing, other events, charity events and whatnot. This is the stuff that makes your club stand out. And it's literally just a Facebook page. Yes, we have questionnaires to kind of gatekeep, to kind of give it gauges the kind of people that we're dealing with. We do have a strict policy. Yes, you guys, you can be a little bit tough on each other when you're talking about builds and stuff like that, especially people. But if someone's on there asking for help, we don't gatekeep if someone has an issue. If someone's having a boost issue or a tune issue or something along that, we will give them inputs on what's going on and help them grow as a tuner. We're not sitting there going, oh, we're not going to help you. The whole thing with tuners and yes, you do need to gatekeep a little bit with your community, because there is bad apples out there that will destroy your community and make it tough for everyone else. But you have to start somewhere by helping grow the next generation. Otherwise, we're going to be the last generation of car guys. So when you get these got people that want to learn and want to get more involved, help them grow, nourish them, give them what they need. If they have a question about something, don't yes, bust their balls, but don't fucking just throw them completely outside the door. And it's literally and the best thing about it is, if you want to keep your pages up and keep your clubs moving, just post random posts throughout the week and ask questions, welcome new members in through doing membership posts. Like I said, just do different events every month. Get out and start talking to the local business owners and see if they want to host an event for a charity that they're, involved with and whatnot. That's the big thing, is you have to, if you give the attendees or the people in your club a motive or a reason to show up. Not just, hey, come hang out in the parking lot because you're going to get bored. Hey, come out. We're going to go cruise over to this location. We're going to go and eat at this place that's supposed to have awesome food. We're going to go support this community small business. That is giving them a direction. And the thing is like, yes, you have to like screen the places before you go, because you may pick a place where not everybody can afford to eat there. Let's face it. Some of these places, some of these restaurants can be kind of expensive, but that's not the point. The point is that you're creating community in the community, and you're doing it in a positive light, which is going to grow your club and push your club to, we'll say, the next level. Like, I'm not like a national club. Like I said, I don't care if my club members go out and join other clubs and do other things, but I will say we do care if you are flying our banner, like wearing our shirt, having our decals on your car, and you're doing stupid shit. Like that we don't stand for. Like, yes, you go out, have fun. Yes. Go out, do a couple pulls in the bypass. Yes. Go out, rev up in the parking lot here and there once in a while. Don't be that guy who's standing on the rev limiter for 20 minutes at a fucking car meet because you just got a brand new exhaust. Don't be that dick. Like, and I will have, and like me being one of the admins on the page, we will have talks to you about that because we did that shit too when we were kids, but we explained it to you why that's a bad thing. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, go out when you go out and create these clubs, or you go out and you edit or try to, use your club or build your club. These are the things you want to do. You want to get out in the community and do things. You want to reach out to local businesses, local news, local authorities, local government, and try to promote yourself out in the community and try to do good things. Like, we're in our local, the big city near us is Reading. We're in their Christmas parade every year because of what we do for the community and whatnot. Like, this is the stuff that you guys want to do. This is like what worked for us. And I just wanted to share that with you guys this week and kind of really get into it. Now, like I said, I did post a video a little bit earlier of the little news article, with BCSE, standing out in the community. And these are the things that you guys, that really make a difference to the people in the community, your members, and everything else and everybody else in that area, that when they see your cars, they're not, oh, they're about to do something stupid. You know what I mean? So listen, thank you guys for if you made it this far in this video, like, follow, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and Instagram, TikTok. I just fired up a Threads on my own personal account. I'm not sure if I want to do that for the channel yet. But we will see you next week. And I'm getting some more content coming, some more vlogs, some more viewer rides. We're working on that stuff. Also this year, I'm going to be shooting some more content here, not only with just the car club, but with some other things, some other events, some other races, stuff like that. And we'll get some better content on here for you guys. Bear with me, my editing is getting a little bit better. My videography, or whatever the hell you call it, is getting a little bit better. But bear with me, we're gonna get there. Hopefully we can grow this community together, and I can maybe bring my car club out. We'll meet your car club, and we'll do a joint thing. Reach out if you guys do have one in my comments, or follow my Instagram and link up with my personal Instagram. DM me there. I would love to do some joint events, especially doing community events with the car club that I help run, and your local car club. If you're in the southeast Pennsylvania area, or even northeast Pennsylvania area, where we can cruise up to you, because our guys love cruising around. So we will see you guys next week, and have a good one.